yo, it's your boy Chad Macc. You know the vibes. Unknown. Haven't dropped a video in a minute, but there's a reason for that. I was in hospital. Yeah, man, brother was in hospital dealing with some stuff. Trust me, you don't want to see the other guy. but yeah, man, I'm back. Appreciate all the people that still subscribe and people that hit me up asking me what's going on. Well, I haven't, dropped a video in a minute, but a new year, so I'm gonna try to be consistent and whatnot. But thank you for coming back and watch this video. You feel me? But as you guys seen from the title, new year, new pandemic. Because I don't know why people has been really talking about this, son. Because there's about to be a whole new, brand new pandemic out, son. And like I barely seen any news articles. I barely see anything. I barely scrapped together to find this clip for y'all that the news been talking about. Son, like, it's crazy. Like, I ain't seen nothing about this on social media. I ain't seen nothing about this, like, in the news or anything like that. It's just like they just dropped one story and disappeared from it. Crazy work. But if it's gonna be another pandemic, man, it's about to be over. People was losing their jobs. Oh man. All I gotta say is make sure y'all walk around with your mask and walk around with some hand sanitizer, man. Cause this joint about to start getting wicked. Play the clip, man. Play the clip.
Concerning new CDC report on the first severe human case of bird flu in the U.S. Samples taken from a patient in Louisiana show mutations that could make it easier for this virus to spread from person to person. Now, right now, there's no evidence it's been passed along to anyone else, and the CDC says risk to the public remains low. But experts warn a single mutation like this could potentially lead to another pandemic.
The virus may mutate and become more easily transmitted person to person. So the more this virus circulates and specifically co-circulates with human strains, that's going to increase the odds of the virus evolving to more human-to-human transmission. And that of course, could signal another pandemic.
Joining us now is Dr. Deborah Birx. You may remember her as the response coordinator for the White House Coronavirus Task Force in the first Trump administration. We are very fortunate to have your expertise as we try to figure out what's going on with the bird flu and what it could mean. So far, 65 human cases of bird flu have been reported in the U.S. this year, all contracted by animals. But now we have this new mutation in Louisiana. How worried should we be about bird flu potentially becoming another pandemic?
Well, I love the way you said 63 cases, because I have no idea how many cases there were or are, because our number one principle in preventing pandemics is detect. And if you go to the CDC website, you can see that they're monitoring more than 10,000 exposures, but they've only tested 530. What does that mean? That means we're not testing enough. And we know from other viruses that a lot of the spread can be asymptomatic. So we kind of have our head in the sand about how widespread this is from the zoonotic standpoint, from the animal to human standpoint. Now, also remember, most of those cases described to date happened in the spring and the summer, not when we had H1N1 circulating right now, when we're running the flu pandemic throughout the United States. So we have rising flu cases, and now we have still zoonotic events coming. So now you've set up for potentially a farm worker getting H5N1, also getting the current flu strain, and reassorting in that individual. To me, that's almost a bigger threat to these mutations happening in individuals over time.
When you say reassorting in that person, what does that mean?
Okay, so the H5 virus, which doesn't adapt too well to our upper respiratory tract and is preventing us from getting infected, but is infecting cows and pigs and cats and dogs. So our flu, which has the binding sites for us, for our nasal passages. Viruses are very specific, and so they're very animal or human specific. Now we have human flu circulating. At the same time, we have this zoonotic flu circulating.
As y'all saw from the video, man, they talking about the health cases is low, but an expert talking about one mutation could turn into a pandemic. Where is the headlines, bro? Where's the headlines? What he said? Shorty said one mutation. This joint could turn into a brand new pandemic. Who is making these viruses? We said this joint about Ebola. Then we said the joint about COVID. Then they had another COVID variant came out. And then they got the bird flu. Yo, who's in the lab cooking these up? Who's a supervillain I need to talk to? Because buddy, like he on some Thanos shit. What? They just cooking up stuff in the lab at this point. One mutation and it's another pandemic? Nah, son. I ain't even trying to go outside. I just came out the hospital. I'm not trying to go back in. Son, it's getting wicked out here, son. Like that ass. A brand new. I don't know if the world can handle it, bro. I don't know if the world can handle it. Another pandemic is crazy, son. People was losing their mind. People was losing their mind. They was inside. They couldn't do nothing. Yeah. All I'm saying is, man, make sure y'all covered, bro. Make sure y'all got your hand sanitizer and your mask, man. Because trust me, if this year starts out with a pandemic, it's clipped. It's clipped 2025. It's clipped. Over. Finito. Put it back in the bag. Bring out 2026 type timing. Because it's about to get deadly if we start off a year with a pandemic, son. All I'm going to say is, man, make sure you guys are covered up. But thank you so much for coming back to Let Me Talk My Truth, man. I'm going to try to be more consistent. You feel me? But keep your eyes open, man. Because I got a feeling 2025 about to really be an eye opener. And come back here to Let Me Talk My Truth. Because, I'm going to talk about it anyway. I will catch y'all later, man. Be easy.